Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are back with my garage. Now I had already recorded a video for Wednesday, but the audio had other ideas, so I had to scrap it, unfortunately. Anywho, we'll go over a few other things that I was doing while recording that video. But first, there was an update a couple of days ago. They have added 2 more versions of the Rat. So we've now got a Rat Cabriolet and a Rat Compact. I really like the Compact. I think it's my favourite out of the 3, actually. And along with these cars, they've actually added an engine as well. It's the i6R, which it's basically an i6, but much more modern than the other one, and it's got fuel injection. You've got the throttle body here, complete with its own sound effect as well. So we've got a new sounding engine. I'll just hop in and fire it up. I know the key is somewhere there. Spot on. There we go. I think that's a really nice sounding engine. Okay, that's our lights. Finally got used, because you can't see where the key is on this, so I've actually finally got used to where the key is. It's somewhere, yeah, in that position. I suppose if you look at the steering wheel as a clock, it would be sort of roughly 1 o'clock. So I will be getting rid of these. I cheated. I used the car spawner for this, because otherwise I would be repeatedly, I'm not going to get too close because I'll trigger it, but otherwise I'd just be repeatedly sitting here trying to spawn in all 3 with this. So I took the shortcut and just spawned these in. But as I'll end up selling them, they're going to get smashed up and devalued first, or used for parts, one or the other, or both. Only because I don't want to get full value for them, and make lots and lots of money for no reason. So I don't know how else to get rid of them. There's not like a despawn feature. Anyway, in the scrap video I'd also put the engine in here. Oh, actually no, I think I did that before, didn't I? But Lars told me it was the Jason fuel tank that I needed, so I've hooked all that up and this still doesn't start, so I've obviously missed something on the engine, and I'm not sure what. Really not sure what. I'm pretty certain I put everything in there. I'm going to go and have a look in the engine room in a moment and just make sure I haven't left any parts on the floor. Anywho, I did buy this as well from the dealership. It was a box fan, but I bought it because I got this mod with this towing body, and I've not found any winches for here yet. And I also found, I think it's part of this mod, we've got this bar on the front here that you can attach a winch to. I thought it was pretty handy. Currently not running. There's the engine because it needs some repairs. And I had to do some repairs on the front. I had to put all new grille and bumper on, new hood. Put some flashy lights on it as well. What you could do is sitting a bit further back on the cab, but yeah, I don't think it looks too bad. It's just my own preference. I'd prefer them mounted somewhere here or across the middle. Anyway, yeah, apart from the engine and some paint work, this is pretty much ready to go. I'm hoping we can get these winches working. And I would like to get this working as well. There is enough fuel in it. I did put fuel in the tank. I've decided I'm changing these alloys as well. I don't like those. Yeah, here's a few of the scrap bits. Although that one's got a good headlight in it, so I could have used that. There wasn't really much suspension wise that was bad. A spring and a spring. Oh, and that subframe. Yeah, I bought that because I wasn't sure what bumper or what front I was going to put on this. But normally I would sell things that I don't use, but I will keep hold of this just for the time being, just in case I change my mind, because I'm still not too sure on that. Although I think having this winch on here might be very useful when recovering. Oh, I've got a flat tyre there. There's my exhausts to go back on. So I think I'm going to try and decide on a colour scheme, but before I do that, we'll get this engine fixed up and put back in. There's a few different versions of that part as well, that towing body. Towing jib, I'm not really sure what you would call it. Don't want to take anything off yet. This needs a bit of TLC. Let's put the lights on so I can see what I'm doing. And get stuck on a freaking wall again. Why am I always getting stuck on the walls? Am I just that bad with the game controls? Right, let's get that tightened up. Now, clearly we're going to need a rocker. And I've already looked, I'm pretty certain, and if memory is serving me correctly, that we're going to need a crankshaft. I only want... Oh, what did I just bloody undo? Why won't it give me the bloody... There we go. The pulley is okay, so I'm going to keep that. I just want to get torn into this engine so I can go on a shopping spree, so we'll keep that. I'm going to put a new belt on it. That one doesn't look too brilliant to me. That's where our junk parts can go. You pick the can up before I kick it all over this place. Do you get the reference? Anybody get the reference? Okay, so I need one of these. Might have one through there. This is likely just going to be the default rockers, which I'm just going to throw back in. Not these ones, obviously, because they're pretty knackered, so I'll just put standard ones back in. What else we got? We need a header. I'm pretty certain I've got one of these in there. Don't know about the rockers though. I'm going to have to tear into the bottom. I think carburetor is okay. Can I see air filter's okay? Dizzy ignition coil okay. Yeah, that crankshaft is toast. I've got to run with the clutch for now as well. So let's just zoom out and get this spun round. Get the oil pan off, crankshaft out, and I'm going to have a look at the pistons. Because I'd be surprised if there's not, you know, at least two that have gone. Okay, so keep that. There's only one. I might just I might just chuck in a fresh one. So we're going to need a crankshaft and a piston, which I might have over there as well. Okay. And that looks okay. What about head gaskets? Can I see those under here? Oh, look at that. I've got a bad camshaft gear as well, so I'm going to have to change that. Other than that, I can't see the gaskets. Might have to just rotate the engine a little bit. Nope, still in the wrong place. Yeah, that one's okay, so I'm going to leave that head where it is. What about that one? Okay, that's okay as well. So I need some bits is what I need. What do we need? We need a set of rockers. Pulley's okay, it's just a harmonic balancer we need. Clutch is fine, flywheel's fine. Need a piston. Crankshaft, do I have one? I have, and it's got a good sprocket on it. So what I need is a camshaft with a sprocket. If not, I'll have to go and buy one. Oh darn it, I'm not seeing one anywhere. Pile of head gaskets there as well. No, I'm not seeing a camshaft sprocket. Got some camshafts down there, but mine's alright, so I'm not going to worry about that. Let's just grab those. And get those dropped there. So, oh, rocker cover. That was it. Rocker cover. Header? What header was it? Left. So I need left one of these, which I have. That's the right one. And I left one of these, and I'm sure I've got a pair in here, so yay, there we go. Well, that's not bad. I've only got to go and buy one part. Oh. Oh, that's a different header, I think. Right. Oh yeah, it's there, isn't it? That's what I need to undo. We'll get the alternator off out of the way. It's one thing I hate about all the timing chain and everything, that you've got to take your alternator off, you fill your water pump off. I don't know what I undone there. I'm stuck. I managed to get myself wedged right between the... What did I undo then? The sprocket maybe? No, that's still there. Yes, that's what I need. I'm going to get a new one of those. Didn't get one of these accidentally, did I? On the inside? Yep. Right, so let's go and grab... What was it? Camshaft sprocket. Oh, there's an update on the M50 engine for this E30. But since then, my other E30 hasn't ran. So I'm not sure what changed, but it's stopped it from running. Not a problem. Gives us something to do and take a look at. I can test my repair skills, can't I? V8 engine, I need one of those. And I'll get that bolt back together. I know my video uploads rather are a little bit sporadic. Is that the correct word? Not as regular as I'd like, and I've now got a cat laying right across my arm. Get off. Thank you, buddy. That's it. He's now laid beside me. I've got to move some stuff out of his way so he can lay a bit more comfortably. So that bit is done. I'm going to take all the clutch and everything off of that and put on the other. Oh yeah. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I didn't get a new belt, did I? Oh, I'll put that one on for now. I can change that one later. And put a cover back on. And our water pump. Now, I have thought about going out and actually buying an actual engine just to see if I could rebuild it and make it run. I mean, I've got some mechanical knowledge, but knowledge is not the same as practice. In my opinion, at least. Some might disagree. The reason I say that is because I know how to do all of this, but I've never done it, so I haven't had the physical experience, the practical experience. Okay, let's get all this pulled apart. Yeah, I did put that on there, didn't I? I did bolt it on. Oh, clutches. Stoofed. We're going to put that in our little pile of stoofed parts, and we'll go and get another one. I saw some somewhere. Oh, there they are. Let's just replace both. Because my theory is, if the clutch itself isn't much good, then I wouldn't have much faith in the plate either. Yeah, anyway. Hopefully, within the next week or two, I'll be able to get back to a much more regular upload pattern again. But I've just been so busy with things around my apartment and whatnot. And then I had that bloody audio glitch again. Whatever it is making the audio echoey. And it's not every time I record either. I don't know what's causing it. Apart from it being Streamlabs. Should I switch to OBS maybe? No, is it Streamlabs that's actually at fault? I don't know. It's annoying though, especially when you sit there you know, for like an hour recording a video, sometimes a little bit longer, you know, because you might have to do a few edits and things and whatnot, but you then stick the video in the editor and then you find that your audio is just totally balked. As I've said before, you know, if I wouldn't sit and watch a video with terrible audio like that, then I wouldn't expect my viewers to either. Last piston. There we go. Oil pan. I hope at some point as well that Viking will update the game again and just do a little bit of polishing, you know, because there's a few things that could do with a polish up, like the parts catalogue. Not all the parts show up when you click on the B200, for example, especially when you click on, you know, V8 engine and whatnot. Yes, it could just do a little bit of tweaking here and there, that's all. This engine was a nice running engine despite these bad parts, so I'm not going to bother changing spark plugs. Do things slightly different this time, which is just basically replace what needed replacing. Flywheel. I suppose technically that's a flywheel and ring gear all in one, isn't it? Because it's got the ring gear on it for your starter motor, then it's got the flywheel there, sort of in front of it. Am I right or wrong, or where did I put the clutch? Is it underneath that? Yeah. I hid it. Oh, I missed it. Let's try again. There we go. I was actually scrolling through Facebook Reels last night. I come across this one post where this guy had done a registration plate check on a British police car, and of course it came back as having no MOT. So he was basically just trying to is that the wrong one? Yeah, he was trying to make the police look bad, you know, like one rule for them and another rule for us, because us civilians, we have to have our vehicles MOT'd once a year. It's just basically a safety test to make sure it's safe to use on the road. Except for brand new cars. If you go out and buy a brand new car, it's not got to have such test for the first 3 years. So you haven't got to worry about it for 3 years, which is good. What got me was, all I'd said was, you know, that emergency vehicles, in the UK at least, they are MOT exempt because they have their own repair system. You know, they've got their own garages, workshops with their own qualified mechanics and whatnot. Vehicles are regularly serviced, which I think varies between, you know, areas of the UK. Some might do it every 6 weeks, some might do it every 6 months. I think with my local fire service, because it's seldomly used, the fire engine, I think they get it done like every 6 months. It goes in for a service, regardless of how many miles. Miles don't come into it, I don't think. What got me was just this guy's reply. I wasn't nasty to him, but he made a somewhat sort of, I don't know what you would call it really. I don't want to say it's nasty, it's sort of passive aggressive. Would that be the correct term? Because he said, you know, I've probably got family in the police force, you know. And then something about keeping it in the pig farm. In case anybody doesn't know, pigs, it's a nickname for coppers. But no, I haven't actually. Used to, years ago. In fact, I've had family members in all 3 of the emergency services over the years. But I just thought, you know, that his reply and the way he worded it, it wasn't warranted, you know. If I was nasty to him, and I was being rude in my reply, then yeah, you know, be rude back. But I wasn't. And I don't know, things like that just really irk me because it wasn't warranted. But anyway, if you think about it as well, they're emergency vehicles. They're used to save lives. They've got to be kept in good working order and a safe condition to use, haven't they? They can't just... I suppose in some countries they could, but at least here in the UK, we don't do things like that. Right. Oh, I'm going to have to put coolant in there, aren't I? Yeah, anyway, I know I went on for a little bit of a rant there. I do apologise. It just irked me a little bit, that's all. I'm all for having a discussion and a debate, but, you know, just be civil. Have I still got a coolant bottle laying around here somewhere? I have. I don't know how much is in it. Oh, I better check the oil as well. Somewhere there. Hey, spot on. Now, can I let go of my mouse without it jumping everywhere? Yep. I don't know if this is a full bottle or if I've used some of it. I've used some of it. Okay, go and get rid of this. That would have been when I put the engine in the Mercury there. I might go and see if I can find a different pair of rims for that as well in this video. I haven't got any... Oh. Normally I have a little stockpile of oils and coolant, but apparently I haven't got any at the minute. Whoop, sorry buddy. Just running across the road without looking. Oh! Would you believe me if I said that was my cat that hit the escape key? Maybe that's Smudge's way of saying, I want attention, Daddy. You'll get attention when I'm done, okay? If you go to the video description down below the video and join my Discord server, you'll see pictures of him and his sister. His sister is the laziest out of the two. Yeah, she's the laziest, and she's also the most clumsy. If anything gets knocked over, I know who to blame. I've had them both from kittens. I'm supposed to be doing a video on my garage, and here I am talking about my cats. Well, I might as well while we wait for this radiator to fill up. I think we might, have enough in there. Yeah, it's not quite to the top, but it's enough. I've lost the, where is it? Oh, there it is. Right, and where's the dipstick? I've got oil, so it didn't. It still registers the oil if you use the original oil pan. What did I take off? That's not what I wanted to take off. I want to get hold of that and put that back in there. There we go. We're back on the floor. I've got a flat tire. I just want to make sure we do run. That's the wipers. Yep. Right, exhausts, let's get those on before I forget again. You are, yeah, you decide. There's one. Where am I? Oh. I'm guessing I got stuck in the floor. Oh, we'll go and get an air compressor as well and just do that back tire. Well, actually I'll do all 4 tires, make sure they're all up to pressure. Go, we have exhausts. Checked lights. When I actually built this, yeah, I'll get the tyres done and we'll drive it over to the paint shop and get the paint sorted. I don't know what colour to paint it. Don't really want to go black. Black is my favourite go-to colour, but even I get bored with it sometimes. Okay, that one was a little on the low side. What about this one? Oh, what's that? Yep, that was low as well. Last one. Apart from that rear one being flat, that front one's been the lowest. Maybe not, maybe this rear one as well. Right, there we go. A bit of clearing up to do. I'm going to put this back up on the shelf. There we go. I'll have a look in the catalogue once I've got a paint scheme sorted for this. Oh, it looks like I could do with a new dash in this one. That's not important. The rest of it is working. Oh, what button have I pressed now? I can't remember. There we go. I'm guessing Smudgy may have hit the buttons. Because if you press F2 you can... No, it's F1 isn't it? Yeah. So you can steer with your mouse rather than look around. Okay, got reverse, brake. I think this is 4-wheel drive as well if I remember correctly. I've got to take that bar off the front before I spray that. Well, unless I want it the same colour as the rest of the truck. Get that on, we'll get some lights on, there we go. There will do. Good enough. Yeah, I don't really want to paint it black. I don't know if we can paint the framework. I'm going to assume we can't. It's just the bed. What colours have I got on the shelf? Anything useful? Anything that I would want to... Are these the same shade of white? No, this one I can see is actually different. That's the F1. What's this one? That's a 4F4. For all the Fs. And that's black. Yeah, don't really like green. Got blue. Purple. Got pink. I've got that colour of my BMW, haven't I? The E30 with the i6 turbo, I think I put in it. I think I'm going to go with white. If I don't like it, I can always change it, can't I? Oh, we can't paint that side apparently. Looks like the mod could do with a little bit of a tune-up, unless I'm doing something wrong. I'll come back to it in a minute. Just get the nice white nudge bar on the front. Oh, I've got some rust there that I need to get rid of. Forgot about that. Do I have a grinder with a cleaning disc on it in here? I don't. That's surprising. That would actually be quite a handy tool to keep over here, actually, just for dealing with small areas of rust like that. Can't actually tell if this is actually painted or not. Am I going to have to take the jib off to get that little bit in there, because it seems like it's blocking it. Maybe you just can't paint that bit. Maybe it is just the middle bit you can paint. I think I need that to get the jib off. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Can I get on the back of this? It's not going to let me, is it? Nope. I just thought I've got all inside here to do, haven't I? Give that a nice coat. I'll sort that rust out in a minute. There we go, that's what I was trying to do. Maybe I was just doing it wrong. Was I doing it wrong? Maybe I was just jumping onto it wrong. Let's have a look. Yeah, I was. I was too close. Never mind. I'm going to need that, aren't I? Let's just go and grab a grinder with the cleaning disc on it. Theoretically, I should have 2 grinders in here. Does this gas station sell the grinder? No, it doesn't. Just the disc. That's a bit of a shame. I bet it's too late to go to Lewis's, isn't it? Just to grab another grinder. So I was just going to buy one for the paint shop. Please let him still be open. Are you there, buddy? No. Nuts. Well, I guess I'm going to sleep. Let's just hop into focus. You've got to pump that tyre up as well. What was I doing? Oh yeah, need the angly grinder. Let's go and get one. Get that rust painted and should be all good. Don't know what you're talking about. I've only just walked in through the door. Right. Back we go. I'll keep this one over here. It's quite a big patch of rust, and I bet there's going to be some underneath the door cards, so I'm going to take those off in a minute as well. Just going to grab those. What are we at? Oh, maybe not. We've got full 5-star rust. I just need to get those painted then. There we go. Did I get the bit in the middle? No, I didn't. I missed a little bit right in the middle. There we go. Shut the door. Shut the door. We put a jib back on. We're good. these tools back up there. We are not good. Every time I paint a vehicle, I guarantee I'm going to miss at least one bit. Right there on the door thingy. I don't know if I like the colour of the grille. I don't know whether I should actually chrome that or paint it black or something. But for now, it can stay white. That's twice Smudge has done that now. Thank you, Smudge. I swear he knows what that button does. There we go. I should probably fill the tank up with gas. Right, I want to get this running. Why isn't it running? Actually, let's just try it. Magic, no hands. I've got no idea why it does that. I've had one of the in-game cars do this to me before as well. Where it just continuously turns over, and I can't remember what the fix was. Or what the cause was. So I'm going to pull the motor out and just go back to the workshop with it and just make sure I've not missed anything. I know there's fuel in it. Right, there we go. Take this over to the motor shop and just give this a once over, make sure I haven't forgotten anything. There we go. I really need to put a light switch in here, so I've got to keep going out here for it. That's all fed on. Rockers. So I didn't forget rockers. Got clutch, I've got rockers that side. That's what I was trying to do, then I can spin that round and have a little look-see. I've got all 4 pistons outside and a head gasket, so that is good. One, two, got 4. We've got spark plugs, spark plug wires, all high performance. Plug, 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 plug. Yep. Oh, timing chain. Yeah, we've got both sprockets there as well. We've got fuel pump, we've got water pump. Harmonic balance. I don't know what the issue is. It seems like I've got everything. Is there a problem with the car, maybe? I don't know. But I'm going to put this in. Everything is still... That might just been my eyes. I thought the left side was sitting a bit lower. Got the most bolts this side to do up. So you've got those 3 at the back, the main bolt, and your alternator wire. Around this side you've only got, I'm getting the right place to see it, got that one, and then your 2 gearbox bolts. Now I've got the fuel line. Nope, it's doing it again. I might have to find another lump to put in that then. There's obviously something wrong with it. Let me just double check that there is fuel in it. Just turn the ignition on. Oh, was the ignition already on? Yeah, we've got about half a tank. Just over half a tank of fuel. So there's plenty of fuel in it, but something somewhere is not... Really, Smudge? That's 3 times now. Get off the keyboard. I don't need your help to play the game. Right. Well, at least this window decided to stay in. It's just, it doesn't want to run. Don't know, that's baffled me, I don't know why. Oh well, let's go and see what rims we've got over here, because I really don't like those spoked ones. I just don't think they suit that style of car. I don't bloody know either. I haven't got a bloody watch. You got a clock on your cash register? Anyway. And my next problem is I cannot remember which rims it was that Lars said I needed for the hubcaps. So I might actually just leave the rims for now and just double check our messages because it's in there. And I need to stretch. 2 seconds. And you're apparently not having a good evening, am I? I've got the cat interfering, there's me stretching and yawning and... oh, while I'm here, I'm going to grab one of those, get stuck on some tyres and go and put this in the tyre shop. I'm meaning to do that for a while. Yup. Nope. Every time. Let's try again. I don't know how tempting it is for me to just press B and spawn in a random V8 powered car and just steal the engine out of it. But I'm not going to cheat. What I might actually do is go see what the dealership's going to offer. The vehicle comes out of there with a V8 engine in it. I might just buy it for that. I've got the funds, so I'll just load it in. At least this doesn't take anywhere near as long to load as the junkyard does, especially when you've got set to full on 14 cars. Whoops, that was close. I nearly poured Pepsi all in my computer. Now that would have been a bad day. I'm going to put that out the way so I don't actually end up doing that. Right, what's the third? Oh, that is typical, isn't it? Not one. Alright, I'm going to do this at least 3 times. It's normally pretty good at spawning in one of the cars with a V8. Or I might settle just for an i6 for the time being. Something like that. Just so I can get the car running and driving. Ooh, got BMW, a lad, and number 3 is a Niv. I'm not putting an i4 in it. Try again. What's the old saying? 3rd time lucky? Place your bets in the comments and whether or not we'll get a Chad or a Bart or something, or a B200 or Jesse or Jason, any one of those. They usually have V8s in them when they spawn in, so there's plenty to choose from. We're just not getting them to spawn in. Sod's law, as we will say over here. And some people call it Murphy's law. Aha! Success. It is actually 3rd time lucky. Ooh, we've got options. Well, I say options, I think they're both the same car, aren't they? They're both Barts. You've got the i6 in. Don't have an i6 in. You've got a very knackered i6 in. So the best thing is with this, I can just literally unbolt this from here and just bolt it straight into the Mercury and have, in theory, a driving car. Yeah, I can always sell what's left. And just to see if it is the engine, I might bolt the V8 into this. I actually quite like the colour of this with that sort of mint green roof on this. I don't really know what colour you'd call that. Alrighty then, do you run? That starter motor sounded a little bit sluggish. Brake, you moron, take it off. There we go. Right, let's have a game of swap the engine, shall we? Ooh, I forgot my Fiesta was parked there. Focus, rather, not Fiesta. Right, there we go. Shut the door. Open the hood. Yeah, it's got a bit of a icky starter motor on it. Right. So for the second time in this video, we will remove the engine. It might be easier if I get the bolts from this angle then. Alright, so we've just got 3 this side. Gearbox ones are a bit tricky to see. There's one somewhere there. We can go. Oh, fuel line. The fuel line. We need the fuel line. What on earth was going on there? Just sort of bounced while I was zooming out. I don't know why. Get the fuel line. Just drop that over there. I forgot a bolt. Yeah, I did. I can't get hold of the engine. There we go. That is just typical, isn't it? I decide to do a different colour engine, and said engine doesn't want to work. Well, we already know this one runs. Not worried about the start motor for the time being. We should have free engine. No? What have I forgot? Did I forget that one? Nope. What have I forgot? Alternator wire? Did I forget that? Yes. There we go. We can now transplant this into here. Bolt everything down, get the fuel line back on, and then fire it up. I hope. I think something might be off with the engine I built, because a lot of the wires were misaligned on the alternator and the ground connection. They're perfectly fine with this i6, so there might actually be an issue with the block. I just want to double check that I did this one. Yep, right. I'm not used to the doors opening that way. Oh, I haven't done the fuel line, have I, you numpty? But it didn't do its sort of like auto run feature like the other engine was. I've got a feeling the other engine is the issue. Let's try again. Nope. Is that actually a problem with the mod then? Don't know. Might have to contact Lars on that one. I'll just ask about it on his server. Well, that's assuming Lars doesn't see this first and drop me a message, which sometimes happens because I forget. If I'm very good at anything, it's being forgetful. I'm very good at that. Okay, that is in. We'll pop the fuel line on. That's the steering wheel, not the fuel line, I think. Yep. What done with the other fuel line? We should have two. We should have one off of each car. I've just realised something. Hang on a minute. Let me just removeth the fuel line. Let me pop it on this one. Oh, I can't find the bloody... I took it off again because it was in the wrong place. Come back to that. It doesn't do it with the fuel line connected. Now why is that? See, as soon as I let go of the button, the engine stops, but as soon as that fuel line is on, watch, I'll put it back on. I'll put a fuel line on, it's going to do its magic continuously turn over thing. There we go. That's weird. Is it that fuel line, maybe? Is that causing an issue? Somehow. Have I got any new ones over here? No, I've only got brake lines. Do I not have a spare fuel line? Obviously not. Right, in that case, what I'm going to do is scroll up and we'll get a couple of brand new ones. One to go on to the Barrett and one to go on to this one. Let's try and get this one on first, shall we? Trying to put a fuel line on here, and guess what? It's actually there. That's why it's not. Why I'm not getting the tick. I'll find the bloody fuel pump. It's there, but I don't remember attaching it, so I don't know what's going on there. Okay, let's yoink this one off again. I know the oil filter on this needs a change, it needs a bit of work, but I'm just experimenting it, or rather troubleshooting I should say. I'm going to put headers on that before I fire it up. Notes, even with a brand new fuel on it does it. Right, let's just go and grab some exhausts to put on that V8 before I fire the thing up. I'm in the right section, so I need what have I got? I've got the bar. Grab that. Scroll down. Right, left. Where are my headers? Have I gone past the headers? Could have slapped some side exits on it for the time being, I suppose. There we go. Two of each. Well, I say two of each. It is left and right orientated, isn't it? one way or another, we're going to hear this V8 run. I don't know why, because we know what the V8s in the car in this game rather sounds like. But I want to hear it running. I want to make sure I've actually built it correctly. I think I already know the answer to that, because I've put a different engine in there and we've still got the same issue. Sometimes I wish I could actually make mods, but I wouldn't, like I said before, I wouldn't know where to start. I'm not very artistic either, so I don't know if I could actually start from scratch. Right, get this one fired up. Well, at least I know there's nothing wrong with the engine. I'm not going to run it for long because we've had the engines out, which mean the coolant's disappeared. So there we go. I'm not going to run it for too long, but at least I know it works. The question is, as both that Mercury mod has been updated recently as well as the game, maybe something's happened with the coding. It's the only thing I can think of. But that's from someone who's literally just guessing, because I have no idea when it comes to making mods or even game developing. The only thing I know how to do is play them sometimes. Okay. Over an hour already recording? Oh. Okay, that's clipping through the hood for some reason. Right, well, I'm going to end the video here, guys. So we've got a little tow truck. Checked the parts catalogue again, just to make sure I didn't miss the winches. It would be great if there was some that were made for this that worked. But I couldn't see any. Anywho, thanks a lot for watching. As always, if you liked the video, please hit the like button. Or if you didn't, hit the dislike button. Subscribe for more. Doesn't cost you a penny to subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.